Okay, what do you do for a living?
I am associate pastor at Cornerstone Church, and I'm in charge of Next Generation, which means I'm in charge of birth through college students.
Okay, what do you do to connect to God in the morning?
I typically like to get up early in the morning. I put on some worship music, I sit and I pray and I read my Bible. That gets my day. Alright, so during this season we have just reopened up our buildings and we are now doing online and in-person services. It's different because for a while there we were just online and we had to even try to come back into the building, but now we're back to being online and in person and all that good stuff. We're not having kids services, so a lot of my work is not done on Sundays, but it's all good.
What is your favorite part about your job?
Working with people. I learned that I love people, and I love to see students, kids, adults grow in their faith and learn more about Jesus. I like that part.
Now we'll ask the group he works with, the youth. How does your youth group contribute to the community?
My youth group contributes to my community because at youth group we learn a lot about how we can spread the word of Jesus through our community, and we take that into our schools, and I feel like we help more kids go to Jesus and be able to get saved. So this is how I think my youth group helps our community.
What is one of the benefits that you have being involved in your youth group?
One of the benefits is definitely having a community that you can rely on, and like these are your people, you know? And they believe the same thing as you, so you can always go back and ask them questions if you're confused, and you always have people that you can trust. Yeah.
Thanks. What is something silly or serious you have learned from Pastor Stephen?
The silliest thing I've learned from Pastor Stephen is every time we go out to eat or somewhere, he always puts his name for the order is Big Daddy.
What is something silly or serious you learned from Pastor Stephen?
Serious I've learned from Pastor Stephen is that you gotta be careful who you hang out with.
Why is that?
Why is that? Because if you hang out with the wrong people, it'll corrupt your character.
What is something silly or serious Pastor Stephen has taught you?
Always cover your ears when he's about to talk,
Why is that?
because he will blow his whistle.
The silly way to teach is to crack jokes, says Pastor Stephen. What are some of the challenges you face at your job?
Well, one of the biggest challenges I face is having to minister and talk to people from all different ages. So because I have to tailor it for different ages and grades, it can be very difficult. Another one of the challenges I face is really dealing with people. I love people, but sometimes people don't want your help. And so even though they need the help, they may not necessarily want you to help them. And because we're people, we want it done our way and in our timing. So that can be very difficult when people spit on you and talk bad about you and all those good things, when you generally just want the best for them.
How do you know which lessons are best for you to teach?
What was the question?
How do you think of which lessons are best to teach?
My approach, which I have found to work wonders in my life, is I purchase a curriculum. These guys and girls, no offense, are way smarter and know so much more. I'm not gonna rack my brain trying to figure out the topics. So what I did was, I got a curriculum that I trust. I used the curriculum, I customized the lessons for our kids. Now, if at any point I feel like God is leading us in another direction, I am not afraid to step away from the curriculum and teach my own lessons. In fact, for a long period of time, I only taught my own lessons. But there's so much more to that. So now I use a curriculum, and I love it. And I use Grow Curriculum. If you're interested, go to growcurriculum.cornerstone. No, I'm just joking. Okay, whatever.
Are you having service with your youth group?
We are back in person. So right now we're outside. Everybody meets up outside. We have the worship, the games, and the message and all that good stuff. And we meet outside right underneath our patio. Hopefully we will be back inside sooner rather than later. And typically we meet on Sunday nights. So That's our youth. The kids, we don't do anything with the kids right now. We don't even like kids, to be honest. But nonetheless.
Hey! Do you ever get to talk to the adults?
Absolutely. My pastor has given me opportunity time and time again to share a message with adults. In fact, this past summer I did a 3-week series with the adults. So I'm kind of like my pastor's backup guy. If he needs a break or he needs a person to speak, if I'm available, I step right in. So absolutely. I'm not just a kids pastor. I'm actually an associate pastor. So I handle adult issues as well as kids issues. Matter of fact, if you got an issue, I got a tissue. Come see Steven.